Hello, my name is Andrea Schultz and I'm with Schultz's Tutoring and Playgroup. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to do addition with a two-digit manipulative. If you notice, I have two sets of numbers, a small set of numbers and a larger set of numbers. Well, the reason I have two different sets is because you take two small numbers, as in this, and then you're going to add those two small numbers and you come up with one larger number. My addition problem is 5,476 plus 4,502. The way I'm going to start off with, we're going to start off getting the numbers that we need. And we start off with the 5,000 because that's how we start with reading a number, and that's going to go into the thousand spot. So we have 5,400. 76. And from there, we're going to come to our squares that each have 1,000 on them. If you notice, this is a green square that has 1,000 on them, and our 1 squares also have 1,000. Our 10 squares are in blue, and 100 squares are in red. So we're going to lay out five 1,000 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our next number that we're going to do is 400. And from there we go down to our red squares that are 100. So we need 4 100 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our next stop is the number 70. So we're going to need 7 10 squares. And here are 10 squares. They're in blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And last we have our units, our ones. So I need 6 1 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The next number that we're going to lay down is our 4,502. So I come back over to the green and I need to take off the 4,000 and I'm going to lay that there. The next one will be the 500. That goes there. So since there's a 0 in the 10 spot, we don't lay any number down. And then we go over to the 1 spot and I need a number 2. So then I come back down here and I'm going to take 4 1,000 squares and lay it on our board. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go over to our 100 spot and we need 5 100 squares, red squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. We don't have to do anything in the 10 spot since there's a 0 there. And last we go over to our ones position and I need 2 1 squares. So I lay down a 1 and a 2. Well, now that we have all of our numbers laid down, we're going to have to start adding. And then that means I'm coming over to our big numbers, and we need to start adding on in the ones position. I have noticed that sometimes our students have trouble knowing which way to go, from right to left or left to right. So sometimes I will put a green line here to show that we start in our ones position when we start to add, and a red line at the other end showing that we stop there. So we're going to take our 6 1s and our 2 other ones and move those down, and now I'm going to count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then I come over to my larger number and pull that off, and that is a number 8. That will go on top. Well, here in our tens position, we're going to move all of these down. And then I will count out and see how many tens squares we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I come over here and pull a 70 off and lay that on top. And now we're at our red 100 squares. So I'm going to take the 4 from the top position, and then the 5 from our bottom position, and move all of them down. I am now going to count all of them to see what number, red number, we're going to need there. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I come over here and get 900. Now I'm also going to move down the 5,000 and the 4,000 all down into the equals area, and we're going to count those too. They go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That equals 9,000, which we're going to put there. So now we can read the problem. 5,476. Oh, I think they're all going to fall. Plus 4,502 equals 9,978. That is the end of how I start working with teaching 2D manipulatives with addition. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this video.